Little People, Big World Zach Roloff says, "We don't want dwarfism to define our kids." Zach and Tori Roloff's son and daughter were both born with achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism. But the Little People, Big World stars say that they don't want dwarfism to be their children's sole identity. "It's obviously a part of them, but we don't want dwarfism to define our children," Zach says in the latest issue of People on Newsstands Friday. Before the TLC star, 29, and Tori, 28, who is average height, welcomed their son Jackson, 2, and daughter Lila, 4 months, the couple knew their child would have a 50% chance of inheriting achondroplasia. "That wasn't a concern to us," says Zach. "Sure, there was a chance our kids could have dwarfism, and there was also a chance that none of our kids would have dwarfism. Whatever we got is what we were going to love and roll with." Monique, Sarah, Zach, and Tori Roloff with son Jackson and daughter Lila. Zach knows his children will share a unique bond. "I think it will bring them closer than your typical brother-sister relationship," he says. As they get older, Jackson will be setting the precedent at school, Zach predicts. He'll be punching through those barriers. When it's time for Lila to start going, the school will already have an awareness of what the needs are. He'll be blazing that trail for her. In the meantime, the couple want to teach Jackson and Lila how to handle any difficulties they may face in the future. "You do have to just push Jackson a little bit more," Zach says of his toddler. "When he's running with the other kids, he's a little slower than the rest. I just say, keep going, dude. The height difference is just going to get bigger as he gets older, and the other kids are going to get faster. But I try to not baby him. I want to build that resilience and mental toughness in him early, so he's able to overcome later challenges, especially when he's at school and doesn't have mom and dad around." For the pair, raising a family has become their greatest joy. "It's just given me such purpose," says Tori. "I pray that my kids grow up to be good people. If I do that, then my job on Earth is done." Little People, Big World airs Tuesdays at 9 p.m. on TLC. Rainbow Baby, LPBW's Tori, Zach Roloff. Welcome third child after miscarriage. Family of 5. Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff welcomed a rainbow baby, their third child, on Saturday, April 30th. "The best early birthday present a mama could ask for. We love you, sweet boy." Tori wrote via Instagram, revealing that Josiah was 7 pounds 6 ounces and 19.5 inches long. Zach added in a post of his own, "Josiah Luke Roloff was born April 30th, 2022. He came about 2 weeks early, but we were ready. Super happy for our family, and the kids adore him already. Very proud of Tori as well. She has done incredible." The couple are also the parents of son Jackson, 4, and daughter Lila, 2, who arrived in May 2017 and November 2019, respectively. In March 2021, the Little People, Big World alums revealed that they had suffered a pregnancy loss. "I've honestly never felt loss like this," the photographer, 30, captioned an Instagram post at the time. "I've never felt so sad, angry, and scared in a single moment. I had no symptoms of losing our sweet angel baby, and nothing could have prepared me for hearing our sweet baby was gone." Tori went on to describe the miscarriage on their family's TLC show 4 months later, saying that she especially was hit hard by the tragedy. "Everyone says it's nothing that I did or we did. It was just that this baby wasn't viable for life, but it's hard to, not wonder what happened on that day," Tori explained in the July 2021 episode. "But it is common. It happens to more people than you think, but you just never think it's going to happen to you, especially after 2 full-term babies and 0 complications." The reality stars announced in November 2021 that they were expecting again. "Baby coming spring of 2022, Zach, 31, told his Instagram followers at the time. "Tori is looking as beautiful as ever." His wife added in a post of her own, "We are so excited to share some exciting news with you. Baby Roloff will be joining us this spring, and we are so grateful to God for this sweet gift." The TLC personalities shared maternity shoot photos in their reveal, and Tori continued to document her baby bump's progress via Instagram ahead of baby number 3. "Grow, baby, grow," the Oregon native captioned a black and white photo in January 2022. focusing my thoughts on how badass this body is to be able to grow a baby instead of the extra love, as Zach puts it, that's popped up everywhere. I just love this babe so much already. Zach and Tori Roloff reveal what they miss most about filming TLC show, and if they'd return to TV, Zach and Tori Roloff are looking back at their time on Little People Big World after making their official exit last year. I don't know if we necessarily miss the show, because now we're sharing our lives on our terms, which is a gift, honestly. Tori, 33, said on the Wednesday, February 5th, episode of Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Volo's self-titled podcast. We can kind of control the narrative of what is shown, especially with our kids being involved. We can choose what we share with them. Both Tori and Zach, 34, shared that while they don't miss the filming aspect, they do miss the connections they made behind the scenes. Zach starred on the TLC series, which premiered in 2006, alongside parents Matt and Amy and siblings Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. The show followed the family as they ran a farm together in Oregon. Zach ended up meeting Tori as they worked together on the farm. The pair tied the knot in 2015 and have since welcomed 3 children: Jackson Kyle, 7, Lila Ray, 5, and Josiah Luke, 2. In February 2024, Zach and Tori announced they were exiting Little People Big World. While they were happy with the decision to leave, Zach acknowledged he had mixed feelings about whether he could see his family making a return to TV at some point. It's tough too. There's these certain days where I'm like, oh man, maybe we could do it. But then instantly you remember some things that did annoy you at the time, whether valid or not, or you didn't like it. He reflected on Wednesday. You have to remind yourself sometimes, why did we step away? And then there could be days when you wake up and have too much coffee and you're like, we could do this again. One thing Zach does not miss is doing the confessional interviews for the show. I have a hard time when I say something and then have to repeat it, because all of a sudden it brings on a new meaning, he said. When I say it's actually not a big deal, but now I feel like it is becoming a big deal. Tori echoed similar sentiments and explained that she struggled having to discuss conflict on the show despite resolving the matter prior. Whenever there was a conflict and then 6 months later, you're over the conflict, whatever happened has been resolved, we've moved on, she recalled. 6 months later, you're still talking about this conflict. That was always really frustrating. Tori noted that when conflict with her husband made it on the show, she and Zach had a hard time sharing their issues, since they're both private. We are not public arguers, even by nature. If we have a conflict in public or while with friends, we do a look and we'll talk about it later. It's never in the presence of other people, she explained. It's always handled very privately. When it turned to like, you guys gotta argue about this, Zach and I are not actors. We looked at each other and it was like, this is awkward. Since their departure from reality TV, Zach and Tori have been looking to see what's next for them and their family. The twosome expressed interest in keeping fans updated with their lives through online platforms. I think in the new age with YouTube, it is hard now to go back to a reality TV model, Zach said. Because you can control your own media now and get just as many views. Little People Big World's Tori Roloff shares stunning photos with kids. Fans are saying the same thing. Little People Big World star Tori Roloff recently shared stunning photos with 2 of her kids, leaving many fans saying the same thing in the comments. On April 24th, the mom of 3 took to Instagram with a carousel of pictures from a tulip festival. Tori visited the gorgeous fields with her daughter Lila, 5, her younger son Josiah, who turns 3 later this month, and her sister-in-law, Isabel Roloff, Zach Roloff's brother. Just a couple of tulip field denim rompers, Tori, 33, captioned the update. In the featured image, Tori donned the aforementioned denim romper while standing with Lila and Josiah in a field of pink, yellow, and orange tulips. The second shot showed Tori and Isabel rocking matching denim looks with colorful flowers as a backdrop. Other snaps showed the kids frolicking near the fields and driving a John Deere tractor. Additionally, Tori noted in the comments that her oldest child, son Jackson, was at school during their trip because he opted out of going this year. In the comments, fans praised Tori for the phenomenal photographs. One wrote, "OMG, you ladies look stunning." Another shared, Always amazing photographs, as someone else declared. Meanwhile, Tori's sister-in-law, Tori Roloff, Zach's twin brother Jeremy's wife, lamented, "Okay, you guys look so cute. I'm so bummed I missed this." Other commenters couldn't help but point out how much Lila and Josiah resemble another member of the Roloff family, Zach's mother, Amy Roloff. "OMG, I see Amy in those two," one Instagram user insisted. "Lila is a mini Amy," another shared as someone else echoed, "OMG, she gets the hand on her hip from Grandma Amy." "So cute," yet another wrote in Spanish. "Ella es idéntica a su abuela Amy," which translated to English read, "She looks just like her Grandma Amy." Little people, big world star Tori Roloff recently thrilled fans by posting super rare photos of the Roloff grandkids all together.